Welcome back to Advocation X, episode number 240. It's time for a newsworthy Trump broadcast sponsored by Baden Optical in beautiful Ontario, Canada. But first, go ahead and hit that like button. Subscribe before we dive in the depths of these set of topics. Be sure to check out our newest playlist for investors or any of the other mini playlists here within Advocation X. Topics to tackle here and now. Losing elections. Lame duck veto. Many chances to go to jail. Feelings of helplessness. Florida residents and what will happen. So if you're ready, let's dive deep right now. When in history has anybody lost an election so many times as the Donald? It seems like he's trying to set records for the absolute most in negativity all around the spectrum. He loses by popular vote, he loses in the Electoral College, he loses in the court over 60 times. That's 60 times. Over 60 times. And we know why those lawsuits were brought. It was not to try to turn over the election, because I'm sure he and all of his cronies knew the chance was slim to none. So, can anybody please shed light on anyone in history who has lost an election that many times, a single election that many times? Please, let me know in the comments. Now, in the last year of a presidency and approaching elections, and especially after an election in which you lose, you are absolutely a lame duck. Now, not to offend ducks, because I think ducks are really cute and quite capable, and they have some abilities that I would love to have, to be able to swim in freezing cold water and not even feel it, go to sleep. I mean, wow. Yeah, they're amazing, but not this lame duck. This lame duck tries to veto a bill that is veto-proof in his lame duck session. I don't understand anything this man does other than to look at it through the lens of, will it hurt the American people? Yes, I'm going to do it. Will it disrupt the American way of life? Yes, well, I'm going to do it. Will it ruin democracy and allow communism and other things to maybe take hold within the system that they've tried to create? Yeah, well, I think I'll do it then. Anybody who thinks that his main goal was to protect you against communism and all kinds of harm, you are wrong. His main goal was to gain prestige, open his own news program, his own TV show, and make millions and millions of dollars being a TV star again. This may have backfired. He is definitely becoming famous, but we would say infamous. So let's see how that works out for him. If we look at all of his decisions, especially since he knew he lost the election, he's done nothing but try to circumvent the progress of the American people. He's tried to stunt their ability to fight the super bad cold illness. He has stunted their growth and their ability to pay their own rents and put food on the table for their children. I mean, if you can point to something that he has done since then that would actually benefit the American people, please do leave it in the comments. I have not found one. There's only been negativity that has come from the White House and the White House group. Well, I'm sorry, no, let me take that back. There are a few decisions coming from the administration that actually went against the Donald and for the good of the people. So let me take that piece back. Now, so many chances for this man to go to jail. So many chances. He has lawsuits pending, civil and criminal. He's going to have tons of civil and possibly criminal charges coming out of the Southern District of New York. He still has to face the allegations of sexual abuse and sexual assault, etc., etc. I mean, he has quite the armada coming his way. And this armada seems to have enough cruise missiles to sink the Donald. Now, there's a sad part to this as well. And it's not entirely sad, and I know some of you are going to say, what the hell's wrong with you, Clyde? Why would you even think this is sad? This is what they deserve, and they deserve everything they get. And I do agree with you. But this is the sad part. When you have a father who acts all-powerful, and you believe he is all-powerful, so therefore you follow in his footsteps. You do whatever he says, because you believe it's in the best interest of your family and your future. Even though you know some of these things are shady, you're still kind of, well, that's my dad. That's the only sad part, is that they are now going to experience the full brunt of that cooperation. And they were not prepared. I don't believe the Donald ever sat down with his kids and said, listen, the chances of us going to jail over these things that we're doing is pretty high. So get yourself prepared. I'm sure they were told, don't worry, everything's going to be perfect. We got lots of people in our back pocket. We got politicians. We got mafia. We don't got. Putin has us. I think I'm going to feel a twinge of sadness when the children themselves are really put through the ringer. And most of all, Ivanka. I mean, the boys, I don't like a lot of the things that they do outside of work and inside of their work. So I'm going to have less remorse or less regret for them. Ivanka, a little bit more. I mean, she continued to do things long after everybody was telling them that the things they were doing were illegal. She just jumped right in. So, I mean, I have to understand that she deserves whatever she gets as well. But just imagine the feeling of the Donald, the feeling of helplessness, knowing that your children are going to be facing an armada, a little smaller than yours, but still an armada, and you don't have any defense against its onslaught. That must be a real harrowing feeling. But I'm really not trying to pad his feelings at all, but I'm trying to help everybody understand that still must be a real regrettable circumstance for any father to have to go through. Now, the fact that it's going to wrench his insides a little bit, because we know that the Donald has very little when it comes to a conscience or actual real feelings and emotions. So he's probably not going to feel very bad about it. So really, I don't care about him. Whatever he gets, he gets. But most fathers would be feeling very, very helpless, unable to protect their children from the armada coming their way. Now, let's move on to Florida. He's going to be moving to Florida. As you know, the First Lady has been down there. Melania has been redecorating Mar-a-Lago for their return to glory. Well, the Florida residents are saying, no, we don't want you as a neighbor. No, you have a golf course here. It was a residence. Your agreement was it was not going to be a residence. It was going to be a golf course. You cannot live there. There may be more legal action coming his way as well when Florida starts to look into his business dealings and anything he's been doing while he's been a resident of Florida. He may be looking at 2 states coming after him with criminal and civil charges that he will not be able to escape from, no matter his pardonability right now. And that means his children are subject to the same laws and restrictions. So here it comes to my last topic. What will become of the Donald? What is going to really happen to him? Will he still be around when this dust all settles? And if he's going to be around, will it be in a jumpsuit behind bars? Will he be living under a bridge, a pauper of his own doing? Will that 7th bankruptcy take everything from him that he even appears to own? Tell me in the comments what you really believe. And please understand, as a Trump supporter, I don't blame you unless you are just like him.